I'm Jonas, I play the guitar.
And I'm Karl / Kalle, and I play the guitar and sing.
When you start making music together, what was your inspiration of making music?
I think it was, we were very young then, we were like 12, 13 years old, so mainly girls, I think the inspiration was. I think we just figured out the opposite sex and what love was all about, and a good way to expressing your feelings was through songs. And we started a band like in the same reason that it was a good thing to do, you know. It was like if you dress like a skateboarder, then you have to skateboard, you know. And if you dress like a rock star or a mod or anything, you have to play music. So we combined them.
Maybe this is the reason for your name, Sugarplum Fairy.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think so. It's not that. It's the name originated from just sitting and not having a name. We were called several different things before, and then we just said we're gonna be called Sugarplum Fairy. So, but it's a pretty good name for our band because it gives this. We were kind of a glam band in the beginning as well. So, and it's kind of a feminine name, Sugarplum Fairy. So, yeah, there you go.
It sounds good.
It does.
Yes.
Okay, you're making music for quite a long time. What has changed in your music?
Well, we're better musician now. And as well, we're better lyricists. A rose is like a wind. No. Yeah, so we're developing and we're growing up, you know. We're around a little bit over our 20s now. Not our 20s, but we're like 22. We've seen a lot of the world, and you know the songs are developing, and as a band we are developing, and as person and human beings as well. So a lot has changed.
It's then fun for you, or do you like touring through Europe or through America or so?
We love touring. We love touring in Europe. We have mostly been in Germany actually, and some in Switzerland and Austria and Holland, right? But we have also been to Japan, which was great. It's a bit different from Europe, and hopefully we're going to Canada and Mexico pretty soon. So that would be really nice.
A few keywords, and you have to say your impression to that keywords. First keyword: German beer.
German beer?
Yeah.
Great.
Anything else?
It makes us remember how bad Swedish beer is.
Any German words you know?
Yeah, we do actually. In Sweden, you study it like your second language, so we know a few things. But just because we know some things, but it's hard. I think it's easier when you travel to a country that you don't know the language, because then you always learn the ground rules, like the check please, or how you do, and everything like that. So you can say, oh, I know in Spanish, la cuenta por favor. So, but in German I don't know. But I say, like, I try to speak because, like, ich wants to pay bitte. But yeah, we know some German words, but we don't want to speak them.
Our drummer is a great German speaker. Christian, he knows a lot of words in German. He almost understands everything the German says.
Yeah.
Next keyword: hip hop.
Hip hop was the first teenage years for us. Was like when we were 12 years old. Just before we started to write songs, we listened a lot to hip hop, and it was kind of a beginning to understand music, and we needed to have something of our own, and we had to listen to pop and Swedish pop, pop rock, and at the time there were no new bands, and all the bands were like, it was like around 97 when the Verve had recently did their record, and Britpop was kind of dead, so we started to listen to hip hop. So it's West Side for us, hip hop.
Next keyword: I always heard it when I heard Sugarplum Fairy. It's Mando Diao, I think.
Mando Diao, yeah, it's a band. Mando Diao.
Is it a problem for you?
No, it's no problem. For us, Mando Diao will always be the kind of more not so serious band,
Yeah.
and like under Sugarplum Fairy, because when it started we were the one who, because we are three brothers and Gustav is the oldest brother, and he was hanging out in Falun, who is the opposite town to Borlänge. It's like, you know, in Simpsons, Springfield, and you have the other one. It's like that with Falun and Borlänge. So, and Gustav was hanging out on the bad side, who was the good side, like posh side. And he started this band called Mando Diao. So we never really heard of them. We just knew that he was doing something. And we had Sugarplum Fairy from Borlänge, who was like the working band. And then now they are bigger than us, considering in record sales and people liking them. So that's good, because then we still have something to fight for, and they haven't. So.
How would you sell a record to a man or a guy who didn't know you and didn't know your music, didn't heard about you?
I would sit down with him, nice and quietly, and sing him a few songs of the records, and I think he would surely buy it then, because it's a song-based album. It's kind of unusual now for bands to write songs with good melodies. It's a lot of style. If you have the gothic scene, or you have the punk scene, and Sugarplum Fairy is more based like songwriting. So, I think that's the strong selling point.